Hello, and welcome to Steinert Sons here in West Newton, our beautiful new Newton showroom. We're thrilled to be here. I'm Brendan Murphy, Vice President here at Steinert Sons, and we're so glad. I can't stress this enough. We're so glad to be in Newton, to be sort of in person, and we're so glad that you all are with us listening live. I want to introduce Christina Dietrich, the Artistic Director of the Steinway Society of Massachusetts. Christina, please.
Hello, welcome. Brendan, thank you for that introduction. Thank you for joining us for this evening's concert on the 2020 Steinway Society Piano Competition Winners Concert Series. COVID-19 has upended our world. 2020 has thrown us so many curveballs. One of the hardest hit in our world has been that of the arts. It has been more than crucial for all of us to be supporting the arts at this time. And that is why the Steinway Society, in conjunction with Steinert Sons, decided to hold our piano competition virtually this year. And I am pleased to let you know that over 90 participants from all over the United States, as well as parts of Canada, from ages 5 to 18 in all three divisions, submitted videos through the YouTube channel to be part of our competition. So we applaud and congratulate all of you on this high standard of performance. I would like to thank our three judges, Dr. Lisa Cleveland, Professor Michael Kramer, and Professor Konstantinos Papadakis for your time and effort and devotion to the arts. These judges spent 3 days listening, deliberating, discussing all of the videos and gave all their wonderful comments. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your wisdom with all these wonderful young pianists. And therefore, you are now seeing and hearing the result. This evening, speaking of young artists, I would like to present Master Norman Liu. Why don't you join us, Norman? Norman is our third prize winner in Division 2. Norman is 12 years old and has been playing the piano since he was 4. It is amazing what this young man has accomplished for his 12 years. He has already participated in international piano competition and has won prizes, as well as performed in many concert halls, including Carnegie Hall in New York and our own Boston Symphony Hall. Good evening, Norman. How are you tonight?
I'm great.
Are you excited to be here?
Yes, I'm very excited to be here.
This is wonderful. I'd like to take this opportunity now to invite your teacher, one of your two teachers, Mr. Simon Zhu. Norman's other teacher, Dorothy, she could not be here tonight, but I think he is well represented for the Norman Liu team, because it is a team effort to produce such a young artist. Simon, how are you tonight?
Good.
Thank you so much for joining us.
This is a beautiful space. Thank you.
It is, isn't it? It's wonderful. Do you have some things you would like to share about Norman and your journey to getting him here?
Absolutely. Norman, first of all, is a joy to teach. I've been teaching Norman for the past 3 or 4 years. And every lesson, whenever he comes in, he's full of enthusiasm. He has such passion for music, such passion for piano playing. For example, this piece that you're going to hear later, the Schubert Impromptu, is not a piece that I selected for Norman, actually, but a piece that he chose for himself. He heard this piece on YouTube or some sort of performance and decided he loved it so much that he had to play it. And so one day, he showed up at class and said, "Simon, can I play the Schubert Impromptu?" I said, "Norman, you should maybe wait a little bit because it's such a big piece." And then the next week he comes in and he says, "Simon, I have the Schubert Impromptu to play for you."
Wow.
So there it was. Half of the Schubert Impromptu is already done. We need to work on the second half and put it together. But that's Norman in a nutshell. He loves music. He's so passionate about it. So I'm very thankful as a teacher to have him as my student.
Congratulations for this accomplishment. So we can see why he has been called a natural talent, and his feelings just come all out of him. That's pretty amazing for this young age. Norman, would you like to share anything with the audience?
Yes. During this very difficult time, I will be performing the piano for you guys, and I hope that this can help you during this very, very difficult time.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Norman not only plays the piano, he is a stellar student, as we know. Plus, you also have time for tennis, you write, and you like to play video games.
Yes.
Do you have anyone in particular that you really, really like? That you'd like to share with your audience that you like to do? Like to play?
I really like to play tennis because it's a great way to exercise and meet new friends and a lot of other things.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like you have a very full life at this ripe age of 12. Oh my goodness. Well, I think I will stop talking now and let you play on this magnificent Spirio piano. Norman is going to...
Yeah. Before we start, I want to share a little bit about like my pieces. Like today, I'm going to play a Beethoven Sonata and a Schubert Impromptu. My Beethoven Sonata is number 16 in G major. I chose to play this piece because it's very unique compared to his other compositions. Because his usual style of composition is very dark, minor, and very serious. But this contradicts his style. This is very fun, playful, light, and major. So I think it's a very special sonata, and it's not very performed a lot. So it's a very good one.
Anything you'd like to add about the Schubert?
Yes. The Schubert Impromptu is a very beautiful piece. At the beginning, it seems pretty simple, but as it goes on and goes on, it evolves by slowly, bit by bit, and then it sounds like it's gonna be really easy, but the melody and the phrasing becomes more and more complex as you play. And that's why I also think this is a very, very good song.
Isn't that wonderful? So young and being able to express yourself so eloquently. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Brilliant minds, you know. Well, now, please join us to listening to Master Norman Liu. Now I'd like to invite your mom, Mrs. Lou, to come up and present you with your medal. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Here is your certificate. Show to the audience the fantastic birthday certificate, Division 2. There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Steinert Sons for allowing us to be here in this beautiful setting, playing on this magnificent piano. I'd like to congratulate Norman and his wonderful teacher, Simon Sue, and of course, your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Lou, on raising such a wonderful young artist. And now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Brendan Murphy.
Wonderful work, Norman.
Yeah,
That's
thank
awesome.
you very much.
That was awesome. Do you like the piano?
Yeah.
I want to show you something special about this piano. We talked about it a little bit before, so it's not that much of a surprise to you, but it might be a surprise to our audience. This is a Steinway Spirio R. So that entire performance, it's a Steinway. So you felt that Steinway-ness of it. It also captured your entire performance, and it can play it back in high definition to you. It also will be able to soon, within the end of next month, be able to broadcast that performance live around the world to other Spirio pianos so that they will play what you're playing at the same time. So I just want to show you one thing. While you were playing, we were capturing your performance 600 times per second sampling at 1,000 levels of dynamic range. So it's really you. Did you want to keep going?
Yeah, sure.
You do? Okay. I didn't want to
Yeah.
overdo it. But I could tell you were reacting to this. Have you ever heard yourself play in that way before?
No, not at all.
Do you record yourself when you're in lessons and listen back?
Yeah, sometimes.
Or when you're practicing,
But it hasn't been ever like this, like, sounds so, like, real, authentic.
It is real. So this is all controlled by this iPad. If you want to see, if we hit edit composition now. So not only do you get that immediate feedback, that sonic feedback of really you playing, you can also go in, once this opens up into the editor, it has high definition editing. So you can look at your piece, you can analyze it in a different way visually, orally, and you can do whatever you want. We recorded both pieces, so we're copying it onto this iPad so you can see it. So here's you.
Oh.
I know folks at home, you can't see this, but this is your piece. See, these are all the notes that you played. You see the different color gradations?
Yeah.
And that's the velocity that you struck the note. So we can, and then this is your pedaling.
Wow.
So that's your pedaling. We can go in and zoom in on any part. We can lasso one section. We can, when we're playing back, we can find where we just hit play. We're going to see. Let's transfer into the Spirio for a second. I hope this is interesting to our audience. It may not be, but I know it's interesting to you.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for this to happen, I talked to you about this a little bit before, but you remind me of my Uncle Jerome. People at home may know my Uncle Jerome. He's a treasurer here at Steinert Sons. So this is what stop it at any part and fast forward, and you want to hear that one piece again, just that one part. We'll hear it again. So you can analyze different. And then you can go in and say, all right, well, no, a little bit more like this, a little bit more like that. So, but my Uncle Jerome always wears a bow tie. And back when he was a little bit younger, he had big hair like you, and he had it slicked back, and they called it the maestro. And here you are, the new maestro. Thank you so much, Norman. Thanks for coming. And we'll play around with this a little more. All right. Thanks, everybody. Join us here every Thursday night. We're going to have a live stream performance, and we'll see you soon.